One of my favorite Chantecaille products is Just Skin Tinted Moisturizer. This is something that I've been using for years and was my introduction to the line. This is something that's become a staple in my kit for a lot of clients that just want a natural finish that might also have the concern of wanting SPF in their makeup. This has got SPF 15 in it, so it's great for your daily tinted moisturizer if you want something that's quite easy to apply and multi-purpose. I like to apply a little bit of Just Skin to the back of my hand and use it with a foundation brush. This is the foundation and mask brush, which I use for blush, I use for moisturizer, and I use for foundation. Now, I like to start by applying this in the center of the forehead, in the center of the face, and work out towards the hairline. This is less of a targeted product like the Real Skin Plus or the Camouflage Stylo, which I have under my eyes right now. This is something that you can apply with your fingertips or a brush and just start by applying it to the center of the face and just blending it out until you get to the hairline, which I'm gonna show you. So now I'm gonna go into the center of the face. So this is gonna give you a light to medium coverage that's buildable and is super easy to use for an everyday application. So I'd like to talk a lot about Future Skin because this is something that I use at work a ton. This is something that's great for if you have an event. This is something that you want to use if you are doing your makeup in the morning, but you also need it to last through the night. This is great because it gives you the coverage you want, but your skin still feels like light and comfortable. And if you're wearing makeup all day and all night in any climate, you just want your skin to stay comfortable. Another thing I really love about this foundation is even though it's oil-free, it's still really hydrating. And for skin types like mine, where you do have some sensitivity, it's got beautiful calming ingredients in it. Chamomile and aloe, it just feels incredible on the skin. I'm gonna use this today because after my application of Just Skin, I noticed that I still could see some of the discoloration that I'm experiencing right now. There's still a lot of redness and a couple of spots. So I'm gonna use this to fill in. It's an incredible foundation on its own, obviously, but I do like to mix it with the Just Skin sometimes to achieve a little bit more of a polished complexion. Today I'm using the shade Chamomile on myself. Another thing that's really hard to do at times, especially if you're shopping indoors, is finding a color that works for your skin. The key is to make sure it just disappears into the skin. You shouldn't see any yellow, you shouldn't see any pink, it should just disappear. I think I'm gonna use another foundation brush just because I'm using it for targeted areas, and I'm gonna just pat it on. This is another technique that I think a lot of people don't know about. They either just spread it around with their fingertips or they smear the brush, which leaves lines. You wanna just pat it into the skin. You'll get less lines and it'll just start to blend and mix with your skincare or your other foundation or concealer. So that's the coverage with Future Skin. You can see it's just a little bit more polished, but still really light and leaves my skin glowing.